Picture this, a young kid from Alexandria, Virginia, with a dream. A dream to one day play in the NFL. Fast forward to today, and Stefon Diggs isn't just another wide receiver in the league, he's a superstar, a cultural icon, a man who has made his mark both on and off the football field. From his jaw-dropping plays to his controversial relationships and legal battles, Stefon's story is anything but ordinary. But what's the real story behind the man who has become one of the most recognizable faces in sports today? This is the full portrait of Stefon Diggs, the player, the man, the icon, and all the drama, success, and influence that come with it. This video is sponsored by True Affairs. Visit our website now and shop the latest deals. Don't miss out, check it out today. Stefon Marshawn Diggs was born on November 29, 1993, in Alexandria, Virginia, to Aaron and Stephanie Diggs. From the start, he had the odds stacked against him. Raised in a tough neighborhood with a father who wasn't just a father, but a coach, mentor, and the first person to teach Stefon the value of hard work, Stefon's early life was centered around sports, family, and competition. But when Stefon was just 14 years old, tragedy struck. His father passed away suddenly from congestive heart failure, leaving Stefon to navigate his teenage years without the man who had meant the world to him. Losing his father was devastating, but it also forged a new level of strength in Stefon, one that would carry him throughout his life. After his father's death, his mother, Stephanie Diggs, became the cornerstone of the family. Working multiple jobs to provide for Stefon and his siblings, she became the unsung hero of Stefon's story. From working at Amtrak to Target and Toys R Us, Stephanie sacrificed everything for her children. Stefon has said time and time again that his mother was his superwoman, and that her relentless work ethic became the blueprint for his own success. Her advice, if you do good things, they're gonna follow you. If you do bad things, they'll follow that too. Shaped him into the man he is today. By the time Stefon hit high school, he was already turning heads. At Our Lady of Good Counsel High School, he dominated the field. In his senior year, Stefon accumulated 770 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns, and even had 277 rushing yards and 31 tackles. He was an all-around athlete, and his versatility made him a 5-star recruit, with the eyes of college scouts nationwide. But unlike many of his peers who went off to play for out-of-state powerhouses, Stefon stayed close to home. He signed with the University of Maryland, not just out of loyalty, but out of love for his family and the support they gave him. And Maryland fans got more than they could have hoped, for Stefon was an absolute star. He finished his college career with 150 receptions, 2,227 yards, and 14 touchdowns, showing the NFL scouts exactly what he was capable of. He was ready. But the world wasn't ready for him. The 2015 NFL draft rolls around, and Stefon Diggs is still sitting there, waiting. Despite his college production and high school pedigree, he wasn't considered a first-round pick. The Minnesota Vikings took a gamble on him in the 5th round, 146th overall. For many, this could have been a crushing blow, a reminder that the world didn't see him as the top talent he knew he was. But for Stefon, this was just another reason to prove everyone wrong. His rookie contract was modest, just $2.5 million, but his work ethic, his drive, and his passion for the game were priceless. By his second year, he was already proving himself as one of the league's most reliable receivers. Then came the play that turned Stefon into an NFL legend, the Minneapolis Miracle. It's January 2018, and the Vikings are down by 1 point, with 10 seconds left on the clock. In a playoff game against the New Orleans Saints, Case Keenum launches a 27-yard pass to Stefon Diggs. What happens next is pure magic. Stefon makes the catch, stumbles, then keeps his balance and takes it all the way to the end zone. As he crosses the goal line, the stadium erupts in a roar heard across the sports world. That play, that game-winning touchdown, sealed Stefon's place in NFL history. He became forever known as the man who made one of the most iconic plays in playoff history. It's the moment that people still talk about to this day, the Minneapolis Miracle. And to Stefon, it was a reminder that he could handle any pressure the NFL threw his way. In March 2020, Stefon Diggs made a move that would change the trajectory of his career. He was traded to the Buffalo Bills, and suddenly, he wasn't just another player on the field, he was a game changer. In his first season with Buffalo, Stefon blew up the NFL. He finished the year leading the NFL with 127 receptions and 1,535 yards, breaking records and earning first-team All-Pro honors. His connection with quarterback Josh Allen was immediate. Stefon wasn't just a wide receiver, he was the heart of Buffalo's offense. The Bills had finally found their guy. And Stefon continued to shine. 4 consecutive Pro Bowl selections, 2020 to 2023, consistent 1,000-yard seasons, and franchise records made him an indispensable part of the team. But it wasn't just his stats, it was his leadership, his toughness, and his passion that made him stand out. Now, let's get into the drama, because, let's face it, what would a superstar's life be without a little controversy, right? In September 2025, Stefon Diggs was thrust back into the headlines not for his performance on the field, but for his personal life. The man who had always kept his private life just that private was suddenly in the spotlight for a very different reason. You see, Stefon had been in a relationship with Grammy-winning rapper Cardi B, and in a very public reveal during a CBS interview with Gayle King, Cardi announced that she was pregnant with their first child together. Cue the media frenzy. Suddenly, Stefon wasn't just a football star, he was a tabloid sensation, and the world couldn't get enough. But, as is often the case with celebrity relationships, things weren't all sunshine and rainbows. Stefon found himself embroiled in a paternity lawsuit. Instagram model Lord Giselle, or Gigi, claimed that Stefon was the father of her child, a daughter born in April 2025. The legal drama began to unfold, and the media was once again captivated by the personal life of Stefon Diggs. And what did Stefon do? Like any true professional, he stayed composed. When asked about the situation, he didn't dive into the details, he simply shrugged it off with a smile, saying, "Oh, my personal life? I told you about that. We don't talk too much about my personal life, but I heard about it." That's Stefon. Calm under pressure, always the professional. When you're Stefon Diggs, football isn't just your job, it's the vehicle that propels you into a whole new world of wealth and luxury. By 2025, Stefon's net worth is a cool $60 million, and his career earnings have crossed the $137 million mark. But he's not just sitting on his cash. Oh no. He's got his hands in everything. From luxury homes to a fleet of high-end cars, including a Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and Lamborghini, Stefon's lifestyle is every bit as flashy as you'd expect from one of the NFL's brightest stars. But it's not all about the bling. Stefon is also a savvy businessman. He's launched a fashion line, Les Mums, which has been featured in Vogue, and his hot sauce and blue cheese dressing brand, Diggs 14, has taken off. Not to mention his investments in real estate, technology startups, and tattoo care products. Stefon is positioning himself to be not just a football star, but a business mogul for the ages. At 31 years old, Stefon Diggs still has plenty of football left in him. He's currently playing for the New England Patriots after signing a massive 3-year, $69 million contract in March 2025. Even with modest stats in the early part of the season, coaches are raving about his leadership, his impact on the younger players, and his professionalism. But what truly sets Stefon apart isn't just his success on the field, it's his character off the field. He's a man who has faced adversity, dealt with personal tragedy, and weathered public drama, all while maintaining an image of class, hard work, and authenticity. Stefon Diggs isn't just a wide receiver. He's an icon. A man who has transformed personal tragedy into motivation, who has used his platform to influence culture, and who has shown that true success isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about the impact you leave behind. From the Minneapolis Miracle to becoming one of the highest paid athletes in the NFL, Stefon has proved that he's not just a star on the field, he's a force in every aspect of his life. Whether it's overcoming the struggles of his youth, building a legacy through business ventures, or navigating the drama of his personal life with grace, Stefon Diggs is more than just a player. He's a man who will be remembered not only for his football prowess but for the way he shaped his life into something extraordinary, despite the odds. So the next time you see Stefon on the field, remember that his story is bigger than any play he makes. It's a story of resilience, family, fame, and the journey to greatness that goes beyond the game. And who knows what's next for this dynamic superstar? Whatever it is, you can be sure Stefon Diggs will be ready.